Good afternoon, my fellow students of ED200. I'm just going to start off by apologizing in advance. My roommates and I are all sharing a cold and have been for the past week, so I kind of sound like a little bit strange, so I apologize for that. But my name is Stephanie. This is our presentation for week 3, I think, is the week we're on. Anyway, so my big question that I started out with was, who am I and what motivates me? So, a little bit about me. I was born in Georgia. My parents were down there finishing school at Georgia Tech with my older sister Amanda when they had me. And then when my dad finished school, we moved up north to Alaska, and I lived there for 13 years before we moved to Washington about 4.5 years ago, roughly, and that's where I lived until I came here for school. I am the second oldest of 4 children. I have an older sister, Amanda. She's serving in the Russia St. Petersburg mission right now and gets back in April. I can't wait to see her. Then I have a younger brother, Ryan, and a younger sister, Rachel, who are twins, and they're freshmen in high school. I am a junior here at BYU, Idaho, but fun fact, I actually am 18. I turned 19 this summer. I graduated high school with my AA, so my Associates in Arts and Sciences. So I kind of got stuck in the middle of my degree when I came here. I love art. I'm a huge artist. I've been drawing for a long time. I have an art minor here, and I just love it. It's amazing. I love music and reading and horses, and I'm big on adventures and going out and doing things. So what motivates me? I would classify myself as an extroverted introvert. So for me, that means that other people motivate me. I love challenges. I love being challenged. I hate when something comes easy. I love having to really work for something to do my best. I feel like we grow more when things are challenging and when things really push us and test us. I am super stubborn, which is also a big motivator in my life, which is probably not necessarily a good thing, but that's how it goes. And then I'm a big believer in the reward system, not gonna lie. Chocolate goes a long way. Okay, so my first question that I had for our question prompt quiz was, what is and how can I discover my teaching style? So I don't think I've quite discovered exactly 100% for sure a definable answer to this, so I'm still working on it, but I would say that when I become a teacher, I will be using a lot of examples and a lot of trying to find a lot of real-world applications for the material for my students so that they can understand a little bit better what we will be doing in class will relate to their lives, and that way they can understand the text. I believe in a lot of hands-on work. I'm big on examples and doing group work and jumping in on things and really trying to bring the material to life. My second question was, how can I adapt my teaching style to meet the learning needs of others? And with this, the big thing for me was to remember that, oh my goodness, sorry, we all learn differently. So for example, I'm not going to learn the same way as, my neighbor in my English 251 class. They're going to interpret things differently than I am. They're going to have thinking processes that are different than my own. And I think that's awesome because it's so good to get all these different opinions and different views on the material that we learn and that we teach so that we can really kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what things are and what they mean. So when in doubt, when you're not sure how to teach someone and how to learn from someone, ask. Don't ever hesitate to ask questions or to question things, to challenge things. And then don't be afraid to test different styles out. Trial and error is your best friend. If something doesn't work, okay, move on to the next idea. So then my last question is, why do I want to become a high school English teacher as opposed to a teacher in elementary or middle school? So the biggest thing for me, I guess, number one on the list is I want to give back. I had some absolutely fabulous teachers in high school growing up. They were so inspiring, and I really loved the way that they introduced the material that we learned to us and how we were able to get down to the meat of what we were studying and really use that it's some of the lessons they taught us really stuck in my head, and I just want to be able to give back that knowledge that they've shared with me to the community. It's also kind of my comfort zone. So because I am so young, so this is my 6th semester technically, I'll graduate next winter, and I will be 19, and then I have my year of student teaching to do after that, so I'll be 20 roughly when I'm all finished with school. And so personally for me, I'd rather be in an environment where I actually am going to be able to connect really well with the students that I have, and I feel like teaching high school will give me an opportunity to kind of get at angles from the students and see things from the students' perspective that will help me to teach them the material in a way that they're going to understand. So the age and comfort zone is a really big thing. And then I am still working on the whole patience thing. Patience is a virtue, right? And still getting there. So I definitely think that I wouldn't do well in a elementary or middle school environment. I think it'll be good to be with the older students so that I can, banter back and forth and pick their brains a little bit more. So those were my questions. I hope everyone has a good afternoon.